I start sad. Well, I started reading my books and stuff, but I start sad.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. Melissa Carpenter. This is Enneagram 2 and my lovely assistant, other Melissa. So for Enneagram 2 is the heart-centered Enneagram. They are empathetic and caring individuals. They have a desire to love and help others. They are best when they are helping, full of compassion. And some of their downfalls can be when they're needy. Well, I should say whenever they're not in their right space and not getting what they really need. They can be needy and controlling, possessive, and easily defensive. Hello, that's me. Their fear is being unloved or being alone forever. They tend to suppress and avoid their own feelings. They can feel unappreciative and become passive aggressive. So the overall is for an Enneagram 2 is wanting to be valued and to be loved. And they have a tendency to build up this energy in the heart center, which is one of the reasons in this practice today that we will be kind of dispersing that energy elsewhere, because we have a tendency to not use this energy down here. Here up, not down. So, are you ready to go?
Okay.
All right. So, as we come into a seated position with your feet crossed or out in front, on a pillow, on your knees, whatever the case may be, we're going to go ahead and tune in. So let's rub our hands together, creating that heat. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Exhale, let go. Deep breath in. Hold it, pulling up all the bandhas. Your sexual organs up, belly button in, chin slightly tucked, third eye gaze. Exhale, let it go. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. 3 times. Let's go. Inhale. Om bleep that part out. Ad Gurudev, what is it? Hold on. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Ad Gurudev Name, right?
I don't know that one yet.
Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name. Okay. Okay. Inhale for your protection. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Name. 2 more times. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Ad Gurudev Name, Jugad Gurudev Name, Sat Gurudev Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Inhale. Hold, pull up. Release. Satnam. Okay, so we're going to come to a tabletop position. Your hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. It's getting hot in here. Go ahead and make sure that your shoulder blades are pulled back and away. Pulling up your right hand out in front of you, palms down, fingers directly out straight in front. You're going to scoot forward because your right leg is also, your left leg is going to come back. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Lifting, perfect. So from here, you're going to make sure that you keep your spine in line, crown of your head shooting forward, fingertips shooting straight forward, palm is down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And just staying right here, breathing. You have the choice of keeping your eyes open, or you can try and close them and looking up towards your third eye, gaze. That's not the song I want. There we go. So as you are in this position, you want to make sure that your left elbow has just a slight bit of a bend, so you're not locking it out. And then you want to engage your left thigh so that your leg is nice and straight, pointing the toes, pointing the hands. So obviously we're using a lot of the core here. Keep pulling up all those bonds, pulling that belly button into your spine. Your breath is what's going to help you in this. And embrace the shake. Thinking about all 4 points here, making sure that that left hand, every single fingertip is pressing into the ground, creating a little suction cup under the palm of the hand, pressing the right toes into the mat, wherever you're at. Continually lifting that right arm to come right in line with your shoulder. Engaging the quad. Core, nice deep breaths. You're almost there. Ten more seconds. And then bringing your hand and leg down, pressing back, child's pose. Make sure you take your legs far apart, getting your chest down onto the ground, forehead onto the mat. Nice deep breaths here. Third eye gaze here. Checking in with your body. And right back up to that tabletop, rolling up. We're going to do the other side. So your right hand, or left hand is going to come out in front, pointing the fingertips nice long out in the front. And then that left, right foot, pointing the toes, engaging that quad, stretching out. Nice and long. Crown of the head shoots forward. Nice deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Left foot pressing into the mat. Right fingertips all pressing in, creating that suction cup in the palm. All the bonds pulled in. Chin slightly tucked. Deep breaths here. Remembering that if you're at your third eye gaze, you can open your eyes and look down. Almost there. More seconds. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Slowly bringing your hand down, knee down, press back to that child's pose again. And this time you're going to take your chest down, you're going to bring your hands out in front and then bring your hands to prayer in front and then pull back behind your neck, really opening up that full front body. Slowly coming out of it. And from here we're going to do a move I have not told you about. So we're going to come onto your knees. For stability reasons, you can tuck your toes or you can leave them flat, whichever works best for you. You're going to bring your knees together, thighs together. We're going to bring our hands overhead, pulling the shoulders down and back. And then in a clockwise motion, you're going to take your arms out in front of you. Now you're not going to move anything else but your arms. And you're going to keep it kind of close in. And then you're going to take your third eye gaze, close your eyes, and look up to your eyebrows. And as you just breathing in and out, maybe you go slightly bigger. Fully engaged. Bring your rib lock up, belly lock in. Chin slightly tucked. Looking up to that third eye. So what we're doing here is working the prana and the ana. Prana is the life force energy. It is bringing that life inward into our inner world. Apana is moving the energy into the outer world, moving the energy down. So prana is up, Ana is down. Too much prana can disconnect us from reality. Too much apana can deplete us. And this is a great way to balance those energies. Finding a spot to pause right in the middle. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale as you sit down onto your heels. Bring your hands down onto your thighs. And just take a moment. Feel that energy and how your body reacted to it. We're going to make our way into a forward seated position. So you're going to bring your feet out in front of you, flexing your toes back. If you need to keep your knees bent, that's completely fine. We're going to try to take your 2 peace fingers to your big toes. Again, if you need to bring your knees up, you can do that. As we go through this, you'll find that you'll get looser and looser as we go. So we're going to start by inhaling up. And then exhaling down. Just letting that spine come straight up as you inhale. And then round through as you exhale. Continue. And as you're doing this, you're going to pull in all the bandhas. So your root's going to pull up. Your belly's going to pull back towards your spine. You're going to have that third eye gaze. And you're going to keep your chin slightly tucked. So as you go down, and then as you come back up, try not to let your head tip too far up. Keep it in line. Your arms relax as you go down. Straighten as you come up. Relax as you go down. Beautiful. Spine lengthener, letting that energy flow through all the way to the tip of the head.
Jagannatha Siri
breath in, hold it, exhale, release, and we're just going to come all the way back to Shavasana. So make your way all the way onto your back. Whatever feels good here, if you want your palms to be up or palms to be down, it doesn't really matter. You're going to let your toes splay out to the side. Go ahead and take your gaze up to your third eye. While we're here, I want you to imagine this bright white light starting at the top of your head. And let's make it a shape, whether it's a circle or a square. It doesn't matter. And you're going to imagine that this white shape is going to go all the way through your body and expel anything that is sticky or smoggy or whatever you would like to think of it as, and it's going to catch it all. So let's start at the top of the head, slowly moving around the skull, through the eyes, the nose, the back of the head, the ears, the mouth, the base of the skull and the chin, coming down through your throat, your shoulders, down, touching towards your heart and your upper arms, to your rib cage and your elbows, your belly, and down the forearms, to your groin and your hands, your hips, your lower back, starting to come down the legs, the knees, the shins and the calves, the ankles, the heels and the toes, all the way out through the soles of the feet. And now that it has collected anything and everything that you needed to let go of, you're going to imagine that that's floating down to the center of the earth. The master recycler. And you notice that it shifts and turns into this beautiful loving light, which can then come right back up to all parts of the earth. And I want you to come back to the top of your head and imagine this bright white light coming in to your body and filling up all those spaces that we just left clear, filling up every single space with bright white light. And as you're doing this, you notice that your forehead relaxes, your temples relax, your eyebrows sink away from each other, your eyelids are heavy, your chin drops slightly, your back deepens into the mat, your legs are heavy, to move your fingers and your toes. Beginning to bring your hands, be careful for the table, overhead. Going for that big stretch. And rolling onto your right side. Just taking a moment to check in with your body. Give yourself some compassion and gratitude. And then when you're ready, you're going to come up to a seated position. Love myself. It's totally the hard one, right? Love myself. From here, we're going to come to a seated position, whatever's comfortable. However you want your feet to go is fine. You're going to take your left hand, place it over your heart center, and splay your fingers apart. And then you're going to take your right hand, you're going to come to Gyan Mudra, which is pointer finger to thumb. You're going to press in, and then your other fingers are going to come out. And you're just going to relax that elbow next to your side. And I want you to look up towards your third eye. And let's just take a moment here to love on ourselves just a little bit more. Checking in with that heart, telling our heart we know and we understand and we are appreciative of what you do. Take a deep breath in. We're going to push it out real hard. Deep breath in. Push it out. Deep breath in. Push it out. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and hold it at the top. And release. Satnam. Beautiful job.